It's on. Hello. Hello all and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with Saturday Morning Live. Now, I've been waiting for this to turn on. It just spins and spins. It's me. No, it's not me. It's the connection. Hello all. I hope you are well. We're here for Saturday Mornings Live and I'm running a little bit late. I know, just waiting and waiting. I'm going to have another drink though. Cheers, everyone. All right, so we had a lot of trouble getting on, but we're on. finally have some sort of connection. Can you believe it? Hoping everyone is well and on their way in. They were probably thinking, well, she's not coming on. She's a couple of minutes late. How late am I? Let's have a look. Oh, only 4 minutes. Hi, Luana. How are you? Beautiful Ashley, hello. I didn't make it Wednesday. I was out for my birthday. Guess who's getting a birthday song today? Ashley. She's overly excited already, guys. You know, it's first thing in the morning here in Mount. Well, no, it's not true. I've been awake for a while, but first thing in the morning for my brain. It doesn't work till about, I don't know, midday. Sometimes 2 in the afternoon. Tina! Hi, Tina. Oh my, which Tina are you? Are you Aussie Tim Tam Tina or the other one? Hi, Tina. Regardless, I'll say hi to both of you just in case you're one or the other. Claptrap. Hello, Claptrap. Beautiful Ashley. Everyone's coming in. Now, don't forget, guys, everyone pop your live chat or all chat so that you can receive all chat. Is that Aussie Tina? It's Aussie Tim Tam Tina. Tim Tam Tina. Beautiful Middle Earthians in the house. Honey, I will answer your question first thing tomorrow morning, I promise. Boy, did I have a rough day. Oh, really, Middle? Oh, you know, do you need a cuddle? Here, let's give Middle a cuddle. She's had a rough day. Let's give her a cuddle. Are you okay now, darling? I don't think a cuddle will probably cut it, but still, it's worth something. Hello, Wendy. Beautiful Wendy's in the house. Maybe I can make you giggle today, Middle. We do have a birthday song, apparently, to sing later, so you might be able to hear this horrible voice coming out again. Oh, beautiful Wendy. Hello. I hope you're well. Yes, hello, everyone who are popping in right now. Now, I am going to be answering your question first thing tomorrow morning, Middle. There's nothing else I have to do except answer that question. Plus, I think someone sent me an email about a similar sort of question on the same outfit, which is really odd. Something, I think it's similar. I haven't had a chance to read it properly. I just saw hexagon cardigan, 8 minutes. I'm thinking, is that the same? And I thought it was you at first. And I thought, that's not your name. So it must be someone else. I'm asking a similar sort of question. So I'll have to get back to them as well. So first thing tomorrow morning, I'm going to do just that and nothing else. I'm better now, but my back hates me right now. Had to navigate construction near work. Oh, really? That's no good. That's no good. It's my birthday this month. Sure, you have to wait for the day, hun. And actually, Ashley's birthday actually surpassed. Ashley, when was your birthday? Oh, don't give us your birthday. That's okay. Her birthday's actually surpassed over the past few days. So I'm really neat. She's in dire need of a song. Get the cake ready, Ashley, and the candle in the middle of the cake. You know, I always say to people, if you don't have time to get a cake, just make a little cupcakey thing that looks something like a cake for one and put a candle in there. Blow it out. It's yours. Oh, the 26th of September, Sherry Vic. Well, you'll have to come back around that time, darling, and then we'll talk. It was on Wednesday. Get a little cupcake. And if you don't have any cakes, grab a banana, peel it, put it on the plate, stick a candle in the middle of it, and then just blow it out. She's so crazy today, guys. Claptrap says, I finally started the V-stitch blanket. I'm crocheting it right now, trying to finish it by Christmas. We hope to get it done earlier than Christmas because we need to put border rounds on it. You don't have to put the border rounds, but I always do with blankets that consist of tails. I put border rounds on it. It's not many tails, though, is there? I love that carry-up version. It's great. I can start that baby item. Yes, that's coming up either this week. No, not this week. It'll be next week. We're going to start a baby project. Very exciting. I'm still thinking what will I do and finding suitable yarn from the stash. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, actually, Claptrap. Beautiful Anna's in the house. Hello, Anna. Lovely to have you here. You know me, I'll be giving you a month's warning when mine is coming. I know, right, Middle? I should have a cake here ready for you. A little cupcake. Cherry, that's my son's birthday. Oh, that's nice. Okay, crochet it. Crochet the cake. I've done that before. I'm going to talk about that in a minute too. I still have half my cake. Oh, pop a candle in and get ready for it, yeah? Hello, Carmen, beautiful Carmen. Birthday on Friday. Oh. Yeah, I need a baby project. Definitely. Hi, Bonnie. Hello, darling. We're definitely doing a baby item, not this week because we've got to finish up a few projects this week, but next week. We're definitely going to make something baby. And let's talk about two things. Let's go back to that other thing that I said. What did I say? The birthday cake real quickly. I before I started crocheting here on the channel, I did some crochet art on the street and I made a cupcake. No, a birthday cake. It was a real cake. A real big, that's not a birthday cake. This is a cake, right? A cake. And I attached it to a bike, a bicycle, a bicycle stand. We were supposed to put them all along these bollards, all the crochet items along the bollards on one of our streets here in Melbourne that had all the cakes, that sold all these cakes, and they wanted to promote their cakes. So we were supposed to crochet around these bollards and make a few fake cupcake things, obviously, not real ones, and pop them on the bike. You know, it's so funny. The bike racks where you attach your bikes when you ride your bike in and you attach your bike. Well, we made a cake like that and the cake stayed, but on top of the cake, I put a little round thing. So it was like, a cherry on top. Someone took the cherry and they cut it off. It was a hole in the cake. I wonder what we're going to do with the cherry. It wasn't a real cherry. But it was like, went back a week later and there was no cherry on the cake. And that's that. And to answer your question, Claptrap, the yarn that I will be using for our project, it's going to be a project for a girl first, and then we're going to do a boy. So if it's a little baby girl, this is what you're going to do. Grab yourself some 4-ply light 2-weight wool or acrylic or cotton or whatever it is your carer or person who's having the child wants to use on their baby. Don't forget, check with them because babies do have allergies and you want to make sure that they don't break out in this allergy. Yeah. So I will be using a 4-weight. Let's try that again. A 4-ply or a 2-weight. So it's a lightweight yarn specifically for baby, and it will either be a little dress or a little cardigan, something baby can wear, a little sweater, something like that. Something very quick and easy. So, and with the dress, by the way, if we do make a dress, it'll be one that will be like little straps. It'll just go over their head. So they'll be wearing like a skivvy or something underneath it. And then they can wear this dress on top. If it's for a girl. For a boy, I haven't decided yet. We're going to worry about that the week later. But for a girl, we're going to make some sort of dress or some sort of lightweight cardigan so that she can wear something underneath and still have this pretty cardigan on top or the pretty dress on top. So I haven't decided yet. I do have patterns in my stash somewhere. Where? I don't know. Do you like that? Where? I don't know. I will. Don't you love it? I don't know where it is. I've got plenty out there. They're just hidden away in cupboards and drawers and things. And it's a matter of just putting them on the computer. That's what I do. So we are doing something baby related, not this week, but the week later. This week we're clearing out all this backlog of live antics, which we're not doing today, and I'm not going to explain why. 2 reasons. Obviously, we're so far behind with live antics. That's one major reason, but there is a second reason. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Okay, so let's go back. I've missed all the chat. Excuse me, Mary, there's so much chat. Oh my gosh. Middle Earthian says I'm backlogged with stuff right now. That's why, Middle, you've seen I'm backlogged. I will hold out everything and just finish what I'm doing and then restart other things. That's why I'm saying baby gear, yeah, not till the week after. It will be my son's on the 16th. We're just going to sing for you, Ashley. Is that all right? Okay, everyone's coming in. Hi, Luana. Yes, we've said hello to Luana. Yes, yes, yes. I've been so busy. I'm not sure how many projects I've missed. Well, I'm going to slow it down for over the next 2 weeks, and we're going to talk about that. So we have to talk about a lot of stuff today. Well, that's the idea of the live, just to relax and talk about stuff. Someone stole your cherry. Bonnie, get in that corner. Oh, Bonnie, you haven't been in the corner for some time. Get in the corner, young lady. I love it. I love it. Thumbs up, everyone. Cost you guys absolutely nothing. Does mean the world to me. It shows YouTube you want to see more tutorials. More tutorials are coming. I can't keep up. They're coming. They are coming. Water time, says Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Cheers. So cool. Can't wait, says Bonnie. Me neither. I've been hanging out to do baby wear for a long time. Jerry says, oh, that word, yes. Oh, thanks, Sherry. Claptrap says 3 to 6 months, please. I know now it's a boy. Shame that the yarn I'm using is ideal, but I'll choose all the pastel boy colours for my blanket. It's autumn DK weight cotton acrylic. Okay, if it's DK weight, that's good to know because I've got plenty of that in stock. However, Claptrap, if it's for a boy, it's going to have to wait another week. I've already planned for the girl next week. And the boy was the week after, as we mentioned earlier. As I mentioned earlier, there you go. I'm trying to decide whether to do a short for my next project or just do 1.5 offline and do the other half online. Not sure what that means, but I would do a short about everything. It's not going to hurt for you to just turn your camera the other way and take 3 or 4 minutes, and then you cut it down to a minute or whatever it is that your short you want your short to be. I would just do it. Do the shorts, upload the shorts. They're quick and easy, and you get the point across. And I forgot to bring in something which we'll talk about in a minute. Shame on you, Bonnie. I know, right? Naughty Bonnie. I put Fluffy in the loopy lair for being late. Oh, Fluffy Kitten. She came on after my live. Oh, don't blame her. She was probably doing stuff, yeah. Just finished a Hexie cardigan. Oh, you go, girl. Bonnie says, I'm having a granddaughter, January the 8th. Guess whose birthday January the 8th is, Bonnie? If she has the same birth date, we'll sing together. If she lands on January the 8th, that's my birthday. And Elvis's, apparently. Yeah, we go to lunch every year. So many projects, so little time. I know, Sherry. I know. Fluffstar, are you here? No, I haven't seen Fluff come in yet. It was worth it. Bonnie naughty. I should have quite a bit of 2-weight cotton yarn, though, and cotton acrylic. It's my favorite. Well, I am using a 3-weight for the boy. That's why I'm saying hold off for the boy. I find it's better for a boy to have, if it's a wearable, to have something a little bit thicker. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. And the girls to be very, very lightweight. Maybe it's just my brain that thinks that way. Apparently Fluffy had to change her name. Oh, really? Oh, Fluffstar. Oh, here we go. Fluffstar, a Fluffy Kitten. Hello, Fluffs. Did you change your name, darling? Look at that. Middle was just saying. Was it Middle? Yeah, she just said it. Hello, Fluffstar. It was 18th. Sorry, one left. Oh, that's a shame. But if it's born on the 18th, let me know. I mean, if it's born on the 8th, let me know. Love that video with Whiskey. I know. She's so cheeky. She's so naughty. You know, we don't let her claw the carpet, right? What she does is she runs around the corner behind, down into the corridor. It's not a very big house. It just seems like it the way I'm speaking. But she just goes around the corner and does the carpet in there because she knows we can't catch her in there. By the time we get around, she's finished. She's so naughty and smart. Oh, very smart. I will, says Bonnie. Thank you. Yes, hello. Made it happen. Oh, really? Oh, that's no good. Oh, okay. Well, I like your new name. The Fluffstar. Didn't I create that? Didn't I call you that the first time? And now you have the name Fluffstar. All right, guys. So let's talk about what happened this week. What did happen? Does anyone know? Oh, yes. I had to look down. Part 2, or the final part of the hoodie was done. We did a short. We did 2 shorts, I think. Yes. And then we did the final part. No, we did part 2 of our Kiss Lock purse. Tim Tam, Tina, have you seen part 2 yet? And Naughty Me has left the actual project in there. I can't go in there because I upset the cat. She wants to come in here. She might be sleeping and I don't want to wake her up. Look, you've seen it on the video anyways. I've almost finished my piece, putting all the pieces over. I think I'm on my last 3 rows now. Okay, so I've given you information at the end of that video how you need to put your pieces. I have shown you even photos. I did it in, what did I do it in? Word. I did it in Word, and I put these little squares in, put the colours in the boxes, and I made it all, got it all ready to show you what it's going to look like in the colour form, so you know which way to go with your colours. Now, it's not number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 2, 3, 5, whatever it is, all over the place, because the way it's going to work, it'll be in the round. So if 1 is there and 2 is, oh, hang on, I think 1 was there and 2 is there and 3, 4, whatever. Don't worry about it. You have to watch the video to find out. If that confuses you, then at the end of the video it shows you how many rows of each color you need to do after you finish the set that we do together. Just remember that when you are doing the Kiss Lock purse, once you get to the end of all of your rows, don't do that final row that comes down. It's all written in there anyway. Don't do the final row that comes down, because we're going to do that together when we attach it to the beginning. So next week it's going to be attached there. Then we're going to attach the base. Now, normally I wouldn't do that. Normally I would do the whole piece with the base at the same time and have it turning as I'm going. But I didn't want to confuse you, and I know that can be a tad confusing because the way the base works, because of the way it's designed, the base is going to pull in certain areas where the corners are. So I didn't want to confuse you with that. I thought, let's leave it till next week and we can attach them all next week in one piece. So don't worry about that. You'll understand it when you watch the video. But the other thing was, I was going to say, the next Tuesday, or this Tuesday coming, I will be popping the lining on first and then attaching the base. Well, not really. I'll be popping the lining on the thing that goes in the round. No, we'll work it out next week on Tuesday, because I'll have the piece, the base done first, and before I attach it to the piece, we will measure up the lining and get that sorted out, because that is, don't worry about it. We'll talk about it when it comes up. I feel like I'm doing the whole tutorial here and I can't show you it because it's really awkward, and I've left a piece in there, which is worse. Anyway, moving right along, I've forgotten all the chat. I forgot to speak to anyone. It was yes, 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 we've done that. Yes, yes, yes. I will. Yes, 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 yes. I've done that one. I've done that one. Here you are. I'm in the corner. Oh, yes, you are, Bonnie. It's been a while, hasn't it? I've been calling her Fluffster forever. I know, right? Yes, Mary, it was you. Thanks, Fluffs. The Fluffster Fluffs. I remember when she did it. Yes. Bonnie, what you done already? It's what she said. I said someone stole Mary's. Oh, hello. So I'm in the corner. She said it twice, staying there for a while now. She told us about it. I just said, so her brain went with it. What I meant. I know, right? I'm so naughty. Tina, I'm confused. Don't worry, Tina. Don't worry, Tina. When you see the video, you'll work it out. Oh, Bonnie, so the dishcloth with your stitch choice this week has become popular. I have found a friend who wants the one I just did, and also another one. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, so Armchair Chef, hello. What are we making next? I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Armchair, straight into business. She's straight into business. I love it. Yes, so Armchair, thank you for joining us. We're going to talk about what's happening this week. Very, very busy week. Again, every week is a busy week with us. What? Who knows what the date is today? Is it the 13th of September? I believe it is. Let me open up. I've got a diary in front of me. Why don't I just open it? Come on, woman. You can get this right. You know that. All right. So today's date is the 13th of September. All right. And she's singing it now, so she must be happy about it. And the reason I'm happy about it is because this week, nothing on my diary, don't you love it? It's all in here. She hasn't written it on a diary. All right, so this week I've got Monday a short. Tuesday we're going to finish off the Kiss Lock purse. It will be done Tuesday. Very exciting. And Thursday we are doing, and I'll show you in a minute. Wait a minute. Wednesday's the live. Yep. And Thursday, I put down the Halloween project, but I'm not ready for that yet. So I'm going to leave it for the week after with the baby gear. It's a funny week to have them both together, isn't it? But we are going to do something for Halloween, just not this week, yeah? But on Thursday, we're going to do Karen's colour combination. This project won't be big because it's just one skein. And I haven't decided what we're making yet. There's 2 patterns that I wanted to make. One of them I'm still tossing over, so leave that with me. I'm iffing and butting with this one, but that's what we're going to do. Now, don't forget, guys, Friday we'll be doing our video vlog, yes, because I said this week I was way too busy and I wouldn't have been able to get it up, and I was right. And at some stage, we're going to do our bag. Now, if you guys have not done a bag, it's more of a clutch, okay? It is an elegant clutch, but I'm only using basic cotton, yeah? What is fancy about it is I bought the handles from a store. We call it Spotlight here. It's one of our large chains in Australia. And I bought the handles to attach to the clutch. And I also bought one of these little, I don't even know how I'm going to do it. I don't even think I have a screwdriver this small. But it goes in the center of your clutch. Now, if you don't have that, you guys can also add a button with a buttonhole or one of those clasps, you know, the clasps that you just sew onto the piece on one side, so on the other side just push it together, yeah? So, but, or even one of those hook and thing clasps. I wouldn't, but anyway, because it doesn't look that good. This really looks fancy. And I'm using 200 grams of a light 3-weight cotton or an 8-ply if you're here in Australia. Now, these are 2 different dye lots. Well, actually, these 2 are the same, I think. Let's try them. They're 2 different dye lots, and I'm mixing the dye lots only because the shop didn't have the same dye lot. No, that's the same. These 2 are 2 different dye lots. Same colour, but they're 2 different dye lots. And you can't tell. It's a little bit lighter than this one. And when you mix them together, it's going to look like you've done it on purpose, and you won't be able to tell. It'll look like a kind of a shimmery purple. Yeah, how gorgeous is this purple? Oh, I love it so much. So we're going to do that bag. I don't know if it'll get done this week, but keep in mind that that is coming. This is the reason why I've put Live Antics on hold this week, because I have too much happening. But definitely Karen's project is coming this week. I say Karen's project, Karen's colour combination. Let's see if I can get a close-up of those colours. Don't you love Maximu yarns? He's just amazing, isn't he? Young fella in the industry, very young fella in the industry. He's one of the youngest I've seen in this industry. I couldn't give you an age because I don't know. I reckon he looks about 25, 26. That's how young he is. So maybe he's older. I don't know. Anyway, there'll be a picture of him whenever I do a project. If I've taken a photo with the yarn dyer or the farmer, whoever it is that's done the yarn dyeing, I will take a photo of them and pop it in there saying this is his yarn. So you get to meet the yarn dyer. Only if they've allowed me to pop a picture on. Okay, some people say, no, I don't want my photo up there. That's fine, right? But young Max was quite happy to get his photo up there. And the bonus about that is if you were to message Max, he will tell you different areas where he's having his stalls. So if you wanted to meet up with him and just say, hi, I found out about you on Mary's, Wow Crochet Designs page, he'd be quite happy to have a chat with you. He's a lovely fella and he's an absolute sweetheart. So young in the industry. It's nice to see the young fellas in there. So there you go. And okay, so Armchair Chief is waving to everybody. Nice to have you here, Armchair. Fluffster, you're number 1. Oh, that's so cute. I went to the beach for my birthday. Oh, happy birthday. We have to do the song now, hey? 12th for me, so 13th for you, says Middle. Yes. Thank you. I kind of worked it out. Took me a while. I worked it out. Yes. I can't. You're the one only fluffy kitten. Oh, it's so cute. I think the crown is the most stupidest thing. Oh, I'm a little bit lost, but anyway, I'm a little lost there. I come to play with my friends. Oh, and laugh as much as possible. I know, right, Bonnie? We need a good laugh, don't we? Life is too serious. Sometimes we just need a good laugh, yeah? Where's everyone gone? Oh, where's everyone? They're all here. Did I do that? Did I do that? Gee, that line sounds familiar. Back in the 80s, it might have been early 90s. I can't remember. Plus, my back is sore. Yes, I know, you poor thing. You've got a sore back. All right. So, spoken like Urkel. Did I do that? I don't know the show. It was right in our era, wasn't it? For the lovely Ashley, are we ready? We're going to sing happy birthday. Num, 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 num. Tip of the tongue. Let's fix up the chords. No, I can't sing, guys. You know that. But I do it fun, just for fun. And I do that for them because, at the end of the day, I say them because for those of you who haven't had a birthday song and you're new to the channel, click subscribe. Because we have a lot of projects that happen on the channel, sometimes too much too quickly, and I can't keep up with them. Don't you love it? She can't even keep up with her own projects, let alone everybody else. So on the lives, we have a little bit of a relax and we sing a happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is. Breathe it out. Let's have a drink. Cheers. Poor Ashley, she's waiting. One more time. I won't. I will. Just one more time. All right, Ash, are you ready? Clear the throat. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ashley. Happy birthday to you. Blow out the candle, Ash. I'm very naughty today. What is that? Oh, no, it's definitely water. I had to check. It's too early in the morning for anything else. Not really. What are we on now already? We are on, it's 10:30. It's still too early in the morning, a little bit too early. You love birthday times. I know, right? Birthdays and Christmas. Favorite time of the year. Favorite times of the year. The fact that mine kind of runs into that time too, because Christmas is obviously 25th of December, if you didn't know, and my birthday is January the 8th. 8th January. Just letting everyone know. In case I wanted to throw a party for me, which I probably won't be at. Everybody's celebrating my birthday. Everybody all over the world celebrating my birthday in their cities. And I'm not there. I'm here to sit and have my little cupcake and the candle. That's not true. Do I have anyone that celebrates it with me? I have a friend. What friend? No, I have lots of family and lots of friends. That sometimes we have a party on my birthday. Sometimes I don't like going out. Guys know that. My friends know that. They all know that. And they think, she's going to celebrate her birthday in the house again with her crochet and the kitten. Crazy girl. You love birthday times. Yes, everybody loves it. But Mary, I am in the corner. Come here. Oh, Bonnie, I'll have the birthday at your house, hon. I think she's doing it again. She's got something other than water in a cup. I do wish I had though, Middle. I really do. I could do with a hard drink right now. We used to, my kids and I, well, my kids, so that my kids didn't think I drank, I used to say, Mummy's ready to have a hard coffee. Which in those days was a Bailey's. I'm having a hard coffee. I expect the same, Mary says, Sherry B. I'm going to get up and dance for yours. Middle, get in the corner. I put Middle in the corner, Flux, not you. Middle can never get in the corner because she's my left hand. She's my lefty. That's what I call her. She's my lefty. So she doesn't get in. No, there was one time you got in the corner, Middle. Do you remember what time that was? Do you remember what it was for? You were so cheeky. You are like, I know, right, Cherry? Sometimes that's needed. Look, I don't mind being on my own. It's terrible, isn't it? Thank you, Mary. I keep telling her that. Middle only gets in the corner when she's really, really naughty. I don't think you're naughty, Middle. You're too nice. But you did get naughty that once. I can't remember what it was for. I said, Middle, get in the corner. I can't remember what it was for. For those of you joining us and you're wondering, what's she talking about, the corner? We have a thing called the naughty corner, which is all this yarn here. And pretty much from that shelf, actually, how far up? Oh, no, it's from the top of the shelf there, all the way down to there. is yarn dyed yarn. A little bit below, some of it's mixed. I'm not going to say that's yarn dyed, some of it is. So from that shelf right down to there, I get, well, I don't get it. I purchase yarn, dyed yarn from a professional. So that's a little bit more expensive than my other yarn that you see everywhere else. And what I think I do is I keep all that good stuff there and I never use it. So over the past few months, we've been using our yarn dyed yarn. And I promised this year that I would use more of it. We're not going to use it all the way through. Like this bag is just, I hate to be rude, but it's a cheap cotton, right? It really is. It's a cheap cotton here in Melbourne, Australia. And is it fully cotton? I don't know. I don't think it is. Let me check. I'm pretty sure it's not. It is, it doesn't say. It should say. But it is a cheap cotton. It doesn't, it's not a very expensive brand. Oh, here it is. It's 100% cotton. I'm going to lose my voice today, guys. Num, num, num. Let's have a drink. Cheers. Oh. So that is actually a cheap cotton. So there are times when I use the cheaper products, then I use the pretty much basic yarn. Like your Bendigo Woolen Mills is affordable, but it's still a very nice wool. So it's a beautiful wool, right? Then I go straight into the fancy yarn dyed yarn, super fine merino, super wash merino, that kind of thing. And that we've been using occasionally. So what I'm going to do now, after this one, and that pack there is also a yarn dyed yarn. So next week when we do live antics, there'll be that pack and different yarn. I'm going to start, so that you know, start working on packing some Christmas yarn, because we're going to be doing Christmas projects soon. Now, I did say that Friday, excuse me, the Friday that just passed, which was yesterday, I would have chosen the projects for the video vlog. I haven't chosen the projects, so I didn't get a chance to do the vlog. So this week, all of the projects that you guys were giving me the ideas for Christmas, I will now choose them this week. And it won't be all of them. And you know how many we did? Oh my gosh. I wouldn't be able to eat, sleep, drink, or do anything else. Not that that's a problem. But I'm going to go to the page, and we've got a lot of Christmas items, okay? So I'm going to be wrapping some yarn that we're going to use for Christmas. I won't be wrapping the baby yarn that we're going to use to create baby gear, because that's yarn I'm going to choose for baby, because I'm creating for family and friends. So keep that in mind. That will be a projects that will be for family and friends. So I'm choosing that yarn. I don't want to give them yarn they don't want. If I say I'm making it in acrylic and I say, oh no, I don't want acrylic, too itchy for baby. Or, oh no, I don't want it in wool, it's just too hot. Or I don't want it in cotton because whatever the reason is. So I need to choose the yarn that the parent is happy to use for baby. So keep that in mind. When I'm choosing for me, when I'm choosing for the baby, I'm choosing my own yarn. But everything else, as you guys know, you choose it yourself. And I thought Christmas yarn right now would go down well in these packs. We are going to start making the projects. Now, the reason I didn't want to do live antics as well, this is the second reason, is because you guys gave me lots of ideas, so many ideas for Christmas items. But I did notice one thing. There are a few items for Christmas gifts, but not a lot. So I thought, let's see if we can come up today on this live only for a few items of a Christmas gift that you would like to give to someone. Not things like that we've already chosen, like we're doing baubles for our Christmas tree, because they are obviously going to be made, those little things. They're going to be made. We've already discussed that I'm going to choose some of the little ones to be made. That's okay. But we want to know, is there items that you want to see as a gift? Do you want to give someone a beanie? Do you want to give someone some fingerless gloves that aren't a normal color but are Christmas? Do you want to give someone just some sort of scarf or whatever it is that you want to give? So give me some ideas of things you would like to see as a gift, and I'm going to be choosing one or two, depending on how much time we have, of those items. And actually we can start doing them way before Christmas. Someone's just shouted out ear warmer. Who did that? Sherry B. All right, Sherry, I'm going to pop your name there. Are we on black yet? No, we're not on black. Sherry B. Oh, I spelled Sherry B wrong. Let's try that again. Ear warmer. Okay, there's one item that Sherry's chosen. Are there any other items you would like to see for Christmas as a gift that you would like to give? And let's see. A small wall hanging. Small wall hanging. You mean like a plant thing? Luana, can you like elaborate on that for me? I'm going to go back to the chat because I'm missing it all. Can you believe it? Oh, thank you, Mary. I keep telling her we've got that. I try not to be naughty, says Middle. No, you're a good girl. Dance, that was your right, not left. Middle cried like a baby about it. Oh, no, she didn't. Mary, she said you're drinking a special drink. It's just water at the moment, but I could do with a special drink. It was so funny. Oh, is that what she said? Oh, she's very cheeky, our Middle. She tries to be normal. No, she's all right. 77 coming up. Not sure what you mean there. Because I'm a lefty, I shouldn't be in the corner. Yeah, but if you're really naughty, Middle, you get in the corner. But you're not really naughty. My foot is better. Yay. It was long, but it's over. Oh, that's good. I'm glad it's over for you, Bonnie. If Bonnie's in the corner, that's the cool spot. Yes, it is the cool spot. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Good bonsai. Yes. So you may repeat it. Excuse me. Water time. Thanks, Fluffs. I'm going to have a drink. Cheers. I don't know why I've got the humbug today. Oh, it's interesting. Well, get her. I mean, she'll get in there one day. I will get her, yes. Small wall hanging. We talked about that in a minute. I would like to give key rings. Yes. My family doesn't care about crochet stuff. That doesn't go into a washing machine. All right. The little key ring holders. We're going to do more of those anyway. We've got them here. Oh, did I drop it? I've taken it in the other room. Oh, yes, I have, because we're going to work on some key ring holders. Yes. So, all right, claptrap. Claptrap, sure. Key rings, yeah. That's on the cards anyway. Yeah, so there we go. But it'd be good to have like a little Christmas key ring thingy, yeah. Apron, says Bonnie. Someone else has said apron. I can't remember, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to be writing. I'm going to be typing it up, yeah. And then I'm going to be typing up what was said. Big list. It's going to be lying around somewhere. But I'm going to type up a small list on the ones you're going to see coming up, okay? And that small list for now would be either the more majority people have chosen. I've put names next to them so that you know there's a majority out there of what people want to see, yeah? Please stop picking on me. Had a rough, yes, she's had a rough day. Let's not pick on Middle. Let's pick on me instead. So much more fun. I think I'm running out of ideas. Okay. Hello, Mary. Oh, Corrine, beautiful Corrine, lovely Corrine. Lovely to have you here. Pot plant cover or baskets to hold soaps. Well, we've done a pot plant cover recently, so I'm gonna avoid that. But I do like the idea of baskets. Who said that? Tina, Aussie Tina. Tim Tam Tina. Yeah, I do like the idea. We haven't done we haven't done a basket in a long time. I don't think I've done a basket to hold things like that. Okay, let's put in baskets. Whoops, that's not how you spell it. I spelled it with 2 S's. Shh, don't tell anyone. To hold soap. Sure. Why not? Yeah, why not? Beach bag. I like that idea. Beach bag. Tina, again. Beach bag. I'm not sure if anybody's mentioned it, but I do like the idea of a beach bag. I think it's fantastic. Poor Middle say no. We love Middle. We do. A bikini. Sherry, who will I get to model it? I know. I'll get the kitten. I'm so naughty, Mary. Get in the corner. And Sherry, I'm not writing this down. I am. Bikini. It'll be perfect for us here in Melbourne. It's summer. For us. Another one would be a phone holder with a strap. That's a gift for me. Okay. Claptrap. That's a fun one. Sure. Phone holder. With a strap. And that's claptrap. Sure, why not? Yeah. But again, it's a matter of going through the whole list, yeah? Okay, I know you both do. I just don't like being picked on, Fluffs. Oh, no, don't pick on beautiful Middle. Oh, let's give her another cyber hug. Mary, get in the corner. I know, right? Let me get in the corner. I'm happy to do that. Wendy, hi, Wendy. Poncietta placemats and coasters. Wendy. We've done placemats with coasters for Christmas, 2 sets in the past, but I'm happy to do it again. Sure, why not? Placemats with coasters. Pop the word Poncietta. Am I saying it right? Ponciettia? Poinsettia. Or Poinsettia. She can't spell, guys. Poinsettia. And she's singing live again. Good idea, Wendy. Yes, good idea. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what comes up of our Christmas list. And I haven't chosen anything yet because I haven't had time to think about it. But now that we are catching up on everything this week, tomorrow morning I deal with all the questions people have asked me. They're going to get answered. Well, they're going to be sorted out tomorrow. Whether I send information tomorrow or the next day is another story. Christmas flower that is, did you say poisonous? Bonnie. Poisonous. You really? Okay. What does that mean? Okay. Okay. It's very unusual. What's wrong with Bonnie today? We can't get Bonnie sick anymore. She turns out to be a bit naughty when she's sick. I know you're feeling better. Oh, so you're naughty when you're better. Cheers, everyone. I think she's talking about poinsettias. Yeah, well, someone else has said that. Yes, someone else has said that too, Bonnie. So, yeah, didn't you just see that last message? I'll tell you who said it. Wendy. Wendy said it. They are, yes. Are they really? Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know much about. To be fair, I don't know about flowers, and let me tell you why. I know this sounds horrible. And don't judge me on it, yeah? I'm going to get myself in trouble. For me, and I'll say this for me, not because everybody else thinks it's a personal thing. I don't want to get into any trouble. I think flowers only benefit 2 things. 1, the grass outside and the air and atmosphere and all that stuff outside, or funerals. Other than that, I seriously do not like flowers. Don't yell at me. Just in trouble, Mary, get in the corner. I'm not a grand lover of flowers, I have to say. And a lot of people say, but you're a woman. All women like flowers. Judgmental. Don't judge me. I don't like flowers. But everybody does. It doesn't mean I have to. Yeah. And again, I do like them, but I like them in the ground where they belong. They should stay in the ground where they belong. Like Mary has to stay in the corner where she belongs always. That's just me. I know a lot of people love having flowers in their lounge rooms, and blokes bring flowers to their girls, and sometimes it's vice versa. Girls bring flowers to their blokes. So hey, who am I to judge? But me, if you don't give me flowers, I'll be happy. If you want to give me a plant that flowers in the garden, I'd be even happier. That's what I say to people. I like them in the garden. Don't you love it? Hi, Laurie. You have a kitten, so you have to look before you buy. I know, right? But I don't let the cat out. This is an indoors cat. It's the breed. This is a sort of breed you don't let out in the cold and yuck, yeah? Mary, did you know lilies are poisonous to cats? Well, no, I didn't know that. That's interesting to know, Fluffs. A pot plant? Okay, I share your unpopular opinion on flowers. Thanks, Laurie. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Oh, thank you, Laurie. Just said your live is on middle. Just said, I think YouTube's a little slow. I had my Wednesday live updated this morning. Yeah, on my own channel. It says your live has gone up. I had a look at it. Only just went up this morning. But it was sitting in limbo, not on my page for a while. So very interesting, yeah. I love flowers, but I don't have a green thumb. Okay, middle, I get you. My mother-in-law used to say, don't give me flowers, they are for funerals. That's pretty much what I say, Tina. They're either for funerals or they should stay in the ground. And in actual fact, I believe, in my opinion, again, that we are killing them by taking them out and chopping them up and sticking them inside our house. If you want to enjoy the flowers, like really enjoy them, go outside, get some air, pop a chair outside, grab a drink with ice or any kind of drink that you like. It can be coffee or a hard coffee, like I like to call it, and enjoy the view. And that's my opinion. Don't bring them in the house. They don't need to be in the house. We're choking them in the house. We really are. That's just me. Again, it's me. I don't expect everyone to be like me. I got a notification like that. Mary's live is live 2 days ago. Okay. You might have got the Wednesday's live. It did go up saying it's going up, but it only adjusted or sorted itself on my page today. It was there sitting in limbo, and I knew it was there, so I was able to copy and paste the link and send it off to Facebook in case anybody missed the live. So it was there, but it sat in limbo for a few days. So I don't know. There's a bit of lagging happening at the moment. Hopefully that means we don't lose connection. But anyway, like I got the notification she was live today, but it was from 2 days ago. Yes, exactly. Poinsettias are poisonous to cats too. I don't keep flowers in the house, and it's not going to affect us because we don't let the cat out. So there you go. Dumpkins, also they take away the voice. Is that right? Oh, interesting to know. YouTube's got crazy. It's okay. We all go crazy once in our lives, don't we? Only artificial flowers survive me. Even those I can't really. I'm not keen on any of them. And to me, they're dust collectors. I'm so bad. She talks about dust collectors with all this yarn, right? I am pretty bad when it comes to flowers. My garden's full of plastic flowers. I kill everything. Can't garden. Oh. Moonrose, hello. Wait, I'm here. I know you're here. Hello. Did you send me a message on Instagram? It went to a different box and I haven't been able to look at it. I managed to open it and then it just went funny on me, so I just didn't bother with it. Did you send me a message? I thought, oh, get away from that. There's something not right about that. But if it was you, I'll adjust that message. It came up all over the place. It was weird. Keep telling me. It's still sitting here. I don't know what that meant. But anyway, cheers, everyone. Hi, Moonrose. All right, so let's talk about what is happening this week. Keep giving me ideas that you would like to see people, you would like to see projects made for your family and friends on Christmas. Not the Christmas items that you've already given me. Like someone said book cover. I suppose when you donate a book to someone or give a gift of a book to someone, you can pop a cover around it, but that's, covering its label and you don't want that. Someone said, what else did they say? Someone said something like, I think it was middle. I think you gave me something last week. Oh, no, that was your idea in the end. I said, I'm going to leave it to you, the Christmas cloak. So I was going to leave that to you. And I'm pretty sure you gave me something. I'm pretty sure it was you, Middle. If I come across it, I'll let you know. But someone gave me an idea and I thought, oh my gosh, I forgot to ask about gifts. So if you want to see gifts that we can create for people, whether it's beanies, hats, gloves, whatever it is you want to see created for people during Christmas or for Christmas, please let me know because they are ideas. Like someone's just said, scrunchies. Thank you, Cherry B. And I've just closed up my, here we go. I should keep it open, shouldn't I? But I need to talk about what's happening this week. Sherry, and you say scrunchies. Christmas scrunchies would be nice, wouldn't it? In Christmas colours. Sure, why not? All right, hang on. Oh, it says Moonrose. Okay, I got you, yes. Were you not coming here? Were you not coming here? I'm not sure what you mean, Bonnie. It's a great place to be. You talking about me coming there? I don't know. I'm already doing mittens for family. If they wear them, yes. Scrunchies, yes. Yes. All right. So please let me know, guys. We've got the whole live for us to talk about projects you want to see created for your family and friends. There are plenty pretty weeds that can't kill even if you tried. But keep them in pots. Otherwise, your neighbours will hate you. Oh, okay. Okay. We don't want that. We don't want neighbours hating us. Well, it depends on the neighbours. Naughty Mary. You know how much trouble I had with that? A whole year of noise. There were trucks. there were beep, 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 beep all the way through my videos. I had to do voiceovers on a couple of videos. And you might even hear even now, there's a few voiceovers on, there's a bit of a voiceover on the last one I did last night. Because in between that, there was a fella here again, what he was doing, and I know this because they do it often, once the buildings are done, and it's important to be done, they get the builder in to, they get the bricklayer in to clean the bricks with a special pressure hose once it's ready. And that was so loud. I couldn't, and I was stop starting in between. And he was there doing pressure wash out there. And they had other builders there doing indoor work, but it was still a bit loud because they were doing the work indoors, but they were coming out and sanding the wood, zzz, whatever they were doing. Then they were going inside and they made that noise, zzz, yeah. And they go back inside and they hammer away, but that hammering wasn't heard. But the sanding or the sawing or the cutting or whatever they were doing outside, that was really loud. And the worst part is now that they've built the unit there, it's for sale, which means people are going to move in. And fingers crossed I get an elderly couple. Because if I get a young family or a young couple, they're going to have stereos on. It's right next to where my recording place is. So if worse comes to worse, I'm going to have to record in here, which is going to be difficult because when I record in there, I let the kitten run around. But when I record in here, I can't do that because I don't allow her in here yet. It's just too much for her to touch. Once I bag everything, like you've seen the top, all this is bagged. All these are bagged, right? They've got plastic bags around everything. But the lower shelves, they don't have that because I haven't sorted that out yet. So it will be difficult to record in here. So hopefully we don't get really rowdy people move in there. But you know what? That's my problem, not yours. And I've lost all the chat. Don't you love it? There are some pretty, oh, we've done that already, yes. The cloak is on hold for a while. Too much to do. Yes, it's a big project, isn't it? Claptrap, yes, I've got some. They look like, we're talking flowers now on my channel. Not that I'm complaining. Is that the ones you're talking about? I pray for great neighbours. I know. And every other neighbour's perfect. And I live in a unit, so there's neighbours all over it. Like this whole zone is full of units and flats and things, and they're great. But and actually he's not a bad bloke. It's just that he was building there and the builders just took so long. And it's possible it's because, you know, when you're building, they say, right, you need to give me 2,000 for this, like for the bricks, or 4,000 for the whatever. That's how buildings work. So that's when you pay them, then they come and do the work. If you don't pay them, they don't do the work. So obviously he was paying and then not paying for 1 week, so it was quiet for a week, and I'm trying to rush as many tutorials in that week, and then the next week it was loud from 7:30 in the morning right down to 6 or 7 at night, which is just astronomical with the noise, and I couldn't get any recording done during the day. So it's been good for a while, but now they're back, obviously back because they've popped the for sale sign up, which means that's going to be obviously purchased very, very soon. So it's very interesting. Anyway, that's life. Hope so. I've moved before because the neighbours would just see. It happens, doesn't it? Had to come up with cash. Oh, it's not good, is it? I'm going to have a drink, guys. Cheers. I reckon I should finish this now. They will have people for sure. Oh, there's a bit of a shortage on houses here at the moment on, you know, purchasing and places to stay. So they will have people wanting to purchase. Yeah, for sure. Cheers. But I know he's very fussy. He won't just take any price. So that means it'll just be on sale for a while. People won't want to spend that much money, you know. You're going to have people. Yes, we are. Laurie, just got your notification. I see. It's funny, isn't it? But there's a lot of lagging at the moment. I think it's just overloaded. It's just so busy for YouTube. Set up a table with crochet on it and sale. That's a good idea, isn't it? I'll just stand out there with a crochet basket and try to sell all the little things as well. No, I don't do stalls anymore. I don't sell to public anymore. I do on my website, but I don't actually do the stalls anymore. I just refuse to argue with people. They want cheap, and that's okay for them, but that's not for me. I sell for my worth. The hours I put in to crochet That's what I'm selling for. And if you can't purchase it because you can't afford it, then do all my free patterns here on the channel. And that's why I do the free patterns, so you guys can create your own. Hello, Gina. Hello, lovely to have you here. It's been a while, hon. Lovely to see you here, darling. It's very nice to have you here. So, by the way, guys, if you're looking for free when it comes to crochet, we have 1,300 videos on our channel. Let's just say some of them are vlogs, video vlogs. Let's cut it down to, I don't know, 1,100 videos of non-stop free tutorials. I have worked so hard these past 8 years. If you want free, pick up a hook, pick up some yarn, join us. We have a lot of fun creating, and you can create your own project for free. I do paid patterns, but I also offer that if you buy the pattern, I'll do it for you. I am going to add something to my website where it'll be commission project if you want something created, but I will give them the price, and if they can't afford it, then they need to go elsewhere. That's the reality of it all, because my hours, my time is really important to me. And I keep saying it to people, I don't have enough time or enough life left in me to do all the things I want to do. So my time is really important, yeah? All my online tutorials are free. Gotcha. That's what I'm saying. All my YouTube channel tutorials, they're free. Water time, says Fluffster. Cheers. And I always say, and there's this one lady, she snapped at me at one of the stores, and I'd already bought the price down for the beanie that she wanted, right? And she says, lady over there selling them for $10. I said, and go over there and buy hers. I'm not stopping you. She's a lovely lady. I like her. We had lunch. We had a great conversation about crochet. I know that she's cheaper than me, and that's okay. And I'm not going to argue with her. I'm not going to argue with you. If you want a cheaper hat, go over there. And she goes, oh, and she gives free stuff away too when you buy something. I said, well, if you want free stuff, I'll give her my card. It says, look me up on YouTube. I got thousands of free projects you can create yourself. I don't want to give away things for free. Having said that, when people do buy larger products with me, I do occasionally pop in a freebie, especially if they spend quite a bit of money on the channel or on the website, I should say. I literally pop in some free items, whether it's a, I don't know, a little flower or a little scarf or a little, when I say little scarf, a small little cowl thing on top of their, you know, $300 blanket that they purchased, whatever. I literally will pop something in there for free because it's what I do. And if I've inconvenienced someone, which is this one lady I inconvenienced because I thought I'd posted the blanket out to her, and I never posted it. And I found the blanket, like, I don't know how long later. And so I wrote up this beautiful little letter. And I think I hand wrote it too, because I wasn't prepared to, you know, make it sound like it was a, you know, cold typewriter thing, or a computer thing, if you want to call it that. So I hand wrote the letter, and I think I added a beanie or something. I can't remember, but I added a beanie to her project. I can't remember which one it was. I just said, take this free beanie or take this free cowl. I think it was a beanie. My brain it's been a while, right? In honor, you know, just for the fact that I'd forgotten to send you the blanket. I felt really bad. She kept messaging me. I said, I know I sent that blanket. What's she talking about? And it was my fault when I found it. I just had to keep looking because she kept saying, you haven't sent it to me. Da, 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 da. And I had to keep looking and looking and looking for this blanket. And I kept looking. I couldn't find it. Then one day when I wasn't looking, I found it. I thought, oh my gosh. Anyway, moving right along, there are all sorts of, my friend has a vine. Oh, we're still talking about flowers. Free is the best, and I like to support the channel. Thank you, Gina. And look, at the end of the day, this is why I'm here on YouTube. This is the way I give free to people, by doing YouTube videos, tutorials that you guys can create your own. And I usually give them to people who, well, I don't usually give them to them. It's there for you free to create, yeah. I'm doing your latest fingerless FD glove. Yes, Father's Day gloves, yes. For my other half whilst watching you. Oh, great. I love those gloves because I used the link double crochet, I think. Is that correct? For the center. And then you close it up and it comes nice. I like it a lot. They're not my favorite. My actual favorite gloves to make, so you know, are these ones here. These are my favorite gloves to make because they have the fingers. So if you're working on a farm, like this was created for Father's Day last year, these ones. And if you have a farm and you're working on a farm, like you're a father and you're working on a farm, and let's just say you're a farmer, right? And you're out at 3 or 4 in the morning doing what you got to do. You need these, especially here in Melbourne. It can get so cold. Like we're talking minuses and everything. And these guys are out there working. These farmers. I say guys, girls are out there. They're farmers, female farmers out there doing their thing. I love it. And so they were created for Father's Day last year. So they're my favorite, actually. My favorite in gloves, not my favorite in everything on the channel. That's what I'm doing for my friend Rose, an item she's buying the other she asked for. Yes, her birthday's nice. Yes, ma'am, says Gina. Yes, ma'am. Oh, do I do the accent right? Yes, ma'am. I don't do accents. I try, but I'm not good at it. Just finished my super now. I'm sorry, let's try that again. My supper now. Get it right, Mary. Now I've got to clean up the food from the desk on the desk. Okay, gotcha. Are you just going to do fingerless gloves every year for Father's Day? No. There was something else I was supposed to do, but I ran out of time and didn't get the design complete. So I'm going to hold that over maybe for Christmas. It is a project that I wanted to pop up on the website first anyways. And so I thought if I put it up on the channel, it defeats the purpose of putting it up on the website where it should be. So no, I was supposed to do something else, but I ran out of time and thought, what am I going to do? Let's do another fingerless gloves for Father's Day. Father's Day, fingerless gloves, FF. That's what I put it down to. But no, it was just that thing. And the other reason was the yarn that I had wasn't enough to do anything else except that or a cowl or a beanie. So I had to decide. I probably could have done a beanie for Father's Day. I didn't even think of that. But that's the sort of stuff we can make for Christmas anyways. If you want to make something for your family members or your friends for Christmas, we can do that. Again, guys, if you still have Christmas items that you want to see, that items for family and friends like gifts, please let me know and I'll write them down as well, because we also crochet items for family and friends, Christmas items, yeah. On top of baubles and stars and angels and Santas and the sleigh. I'm not crocheting the sleigh. No, not that size. Not the real size. Excuse me, not the real size. I have it sitting on my house. I crochet and just climb up on the roof and pop it there, tie it up. And then the newsman will come and say, oh, I saw this one lady. She had a crocheted sleigh on her house. It's so big. I'm going to do that one day just for fun. Father's Day gone. Looking forward to Christmas. You have so many ideas. Let's start. Thank you, Fluffster. Water time, says Fluffs. Let's have a drink. All right. So, yes, we are. What's happening this week? I forgot all about that. Oh, I did talk about it. Yes. Karen's color combination this week. And on Friday, we're doing a video vlog all about the Christmas items that you chose. And I'm going to show you, talk about it, not show you, I haven't got anything ready yet. Talk about the items we're actually going to start creating for Christmas. And I see we're lagging. Oh, it's spinning. But that will happen on Friday. And what did I say for Thursday? I forgot now. No, this is Thursdays. Let me try that again. I've messed up. This was Thursdays. Let me change it. The Kiss Lock was Tuesday. I've messed up. Let me try that again. Thursday was Karen's gear, Karen's color combination, and Friday was a video vlog. Yes. I got it now. On you, Mare. You had one job. Just write it down next time, woman. I wrote one thing down and the rest I didn't write down. What is the best way of winding yarn for a V-stitch, for the V-stitch? Caking doesn't work well being handled when the center is big enough to collapse. Everyone has great ideas. Thank you, Fluffster. Claptrap, winding yarn. All right. To be fair, the yarn I'm using is this yarn here, and I did a center pull. So I didn't wind yarn. The only problem with that is that you don't know when there's a knot coming. So hopefully there's no knots in them. It happens. Occasionally you get knots in yarn, yeah? So that's the only time, I don't wind. When I'm in a hurry for the channel, I don't wind sometimes. And I've used this stuff and I pull out from the center. But what I do is I wind the yarn. If I get cake yarn like this, not cake yarn, like skeins like this, I pop it on a chair and unwind 2 chairs and I just unwind like that. And then I bring it in here and use a yarn winder. If you don't have a yarn winder, you just have to leave it in the ball that you have. You can use a couple of items, but if you've got 200 grams skein, it's a lot to wind on a thumb or on a, what was it called? This. One of my friends lent me this and said, are you going to be using this? I can't remember what it's called. Someone tell me. You wind yarn on it, okay? It's got a weird name. I should know because we talked about it a lot. And I've got it, only got it a couple of weeks back or maybe a month ago, and I have to give it back to her. But she said, you were talking about using one. Oh, I wish I could remember the name. Can you believe it? I know it. Once I hear it, I'll remember it, but I don't use it. Oh, that's it. A nossapine or a nossapine, depending on what country it comes from. Thank you, Claptrap. And you can wind on here. But if your skein is 200 grams like that, that's going to be, it's going to take you a long time. Yep. So if you haven't got a yarn winder, you can use this. Or you can use your thumb, but your thumb can only cake up about, I don't know, 50 grams. After that, it just gets sore. This can cake up more, but do you want to spend that time doing it? You can. I'm supposed to be doing a tutorial on this. And that's what my friend said to me. You said you were going to buy one. If you don't like it and you buy one, then you're stuck with it. Borrow mine. I said, okay. So I'm going to use this and show everyone how to use this on the channel. But there you go. Hello. Morning. Hi, Yvonne. Lovely to have you here. You're a little bit late, but that's okay. Is it better to pull from the middle or edge? I get all messy either way. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Fluffs. Not Fluffs. Who was that? It is Fluffs. Yes. All right. So I tried center pull, but it doesn't work with all bullet skeins. I don't know what that means, but I get what you mean. Sometimes it doesn't work. Now, even when I pull out of these guys, normally it comes out easy. There's only a little bit of left of thread that I can manage to work with. But sometimes I pull it out and I get a big chunk, like it's 50 grams worth. And you think, how am I going to work with this? I'll have to wind it back up on the skein and still I'm working on it without it. Okay, there is a way. Now, someone showed me how to do it. I don't know if it works because I don't use it still because I just think it's silly. But she showed me anyway. You grab your skein of yarn. Let's do one. Let's do it. Let's have a bit of play. But I want to do it on a yarn I'm going to use. I don't want to open one. Oh, here we go. I'll do it on cotton because cotton can be a little tricky. Now, this cotton here, right here, I'm creating something for me personally in summer this year. If it comes out nice, we will do one on the channel. If it doesn't, oh well. All right. There's Bendigo's yarn. That's 200 grams, yeah? Do you want to see what they do and what they show me? Are you ready to laugh? This is what they showed me. Don't laugh. Give them a bash. Take that. It's true because apparently it moves all the threads on the inside and you just give it a bash. You give it a bash and then it'll work. Oh, actually, it pays to take out your label. Take out your label, yeah? Because sometimes, do it again, sometimes the label can actually stop the center pull from coming out. Now I've just done this. We're going to wind this up again. Just wind it up lightly. Not tight yet, just very lightly for now. So now what you want to do, this better work. You pop your finger in. It's not going to work because I can feel it inside. It's all tangled. It's not going to work. Sometimes they are tangled inside. I don't know how that happens, but I can feel it. Are you ready? This isn't going to work. It's not going to work. I'm going to pull out a big, ready? Chunk like that. And that does happen. And this is what happens, especially with cotton. Cotton does play up. Now I'm going to have to wind that up properly. Let me try it again with another one. I'm going to get this today. We're going to use, I've got a lot of the purple because I'm using it for, like I said, it's a wearable for me. Okay, we're going to do it again. We're going to bash this thing up. He's in a lot of trouble now. And it's always this one because this color, because this is the one I'm using. Probably be about 2 weeks or 3 weeks time or maybe 4 before I start anything. But I do want to wear it for summer, so I better hurry up. She better hurry up. All right, I've taken the label out. They're all the same dye lot. I know that because I purchased this when I went to the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. I should actually show you. I took a photo outside Bendigo, but it didn't come out too clear. I think the rain was there. It was a bit shadowy, and I just did it myself like that. I was holding this colour yarn. I should show you that photo, maybe in a video vlog this week. Are you ready? We'll give it a few punches. You take that. Actually, you should really be punching it on the center, in the center. It should be in there. Don't you love it? She's beating up on the yarn. That's hilarious. She's beating up on the yarn. And then just, I don't know, give it a bit of a play. This better work. I bet any money this isn't going to work. It's already tangled. It's not bad, this one. It's a little bit less, all right? So that's a little bit less. But she said if you give it a bash, it will work. But I don't think so. It still hasn't worked, guys. Don't you love it? Mary's beating up on the yarn live. She's beating up on the yarn live. Settable, but yes. I cake wind twice so that yarn isn't too tight. Yes, wind twice. Somebody else told me that too, Wendy. Somebody said to cake it the first time, wind it up on a yarn winder, then put it on the desk and wind it up again nicely, and it sits nice and soft, so it's easier to work with. Yeah, somebody else said that too. Tried that. It didn't work. I know, right? That looks familiar. Do you like that, Fluffs? That's hilarious. I heard someone else say that you need to spank 7 times. Naughty yarn. Hey, Laurie, naughty yarn. That's my problem. I only smacked it 6 times. It's true. People say to do it, but it hasn't worked. To be fair, I just pull out from the middle and hope for the best. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So it depends on the yarn winder at the time. So the machine that's wound this, and I find more with cotton. You know what? Let's get some wool. I'm going to damage all my yarn. Let's get some wool. Wool works better. She says that she's hoping it works. But I want to use something that I know I'm going to use. So let's put this away because I don't want to have to do this after the live. Because it gets too busy for me after the live. Let's find some wool that I'm going to use over the next few months. Oh, red. I will be using the red because Bendigo no longer make this red. Oh, they've both been opened. No, can't use those. Can't use those. I get hiccups now, guys. What's up the top? Have I got enough Bendigo to do this job with? I might have to use a 10 ply. Let's use a 10 ply. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we can use this one. Here we go. We'll use this one. All right. Are you ready? This is a darker yarn, though. It shouldn't be all right. We're not really crocheting with it. We're just bashing it. We're beating him up. The naughty yarn. Naughty yarn. All right, we're ready? Okay, this one is the gorgeous blue denim yarn. I love this color. It is beautiful. I love it. So I'm going to take out the label. I'm going to put it back in the bag so I don't lose it. Because once I lose the label, I get so grumpy. And the idea is actually do take out that first tail. Yeah. And then you give it a good... Look at the face. I guarantee it'll work for the wool. It doesn't work well with cotton. I think cotton tends to stick together a lot. How many times have I done it? 20 times? 50? I don't know now. 10? 3? Let's try it. I find it works better. Here we go. Look at that. It works better with the wool. Okay. Sometimes it depends on the actual type of yarn. But that would have worked anyway. So quick heads up, yeah. I personally don't like to do that to the yarn. I'm a little bit pedantic about it, which is a reason why I never do things like that. I just take it out a little bit from the center. Now let's talk about that. Is it worth having a center pull? All right. Now, a lot of people ask me that, and it kind of is. And the reason is the center pull stops your yarn from moving around, right? And keeps your tension correct. Yeah. I'm going to pop that back like this. And keeps your tension the right way all the time. If you've got a ball of yarn and you are crocheting with this ball and that ball is bouncing all over the place, it could obviously end up on the floor and get dirty for starters. But if it's so big and you're crocheting with this yarn, you're constantly pulling at this ball of yarn. So your crochet is very tight when you're pulling. By the time the ball gets a little smaller and you're pulling it, it's nice and light, so your crochet is loose. So you've got all this tight tension at the beginning of your work and then all this loose tension at the end, and your work looks something like this, where it should be straight, yeah? So, and then guess what? See how I went like this and then back in again? Because you've changed to the next skein. I'm making this up as I go along. But the reality is, having a center pull does help with tension if it's wound correctly. That's why someone said before, who was it? They said they wound it a second time. It was, who was it? Okay, well, I don't know who it was. I've lost it now. Cakes, I think. Anyway, someone said they wound it a second time because it makes it loose. Who was that? Fluffs? No. Who said it? Wendy? No. I don't know who said it now. Someone said it. Because it makes it a lot loose. Claptrap, I think. Claptrap, was it? I don't know who said it. Just say me. Oh, it was Wendy. It was Wendy. Me. She says it there. And if you keep your tension and it's loose when you work with it all the time, your tension will stay the same throughout your piece. That's the only reason we wind, okay? But the main reason that I started winding myself was to find knots. So that, because I'm very fussy, I don't like to get halfway down a row right here and change the thread and then keep going. What if I haven't knotted it, weaved it in properly, and then it comes undone and there's a hole right there? But if you do it at the side, you can use it as a side seam to help seam up the sides. Or you can weave it in so well down the sides, that's never coming undone. But when it's here, you're kind of not over weaving because you don't want to leave a mark. Even though you're doing it on the inside, sometimes pulling it a little bit too much or not pulling it enough, the thread sticks up and then you end up pulling it and then pull it right out and then there's a hole. Look, I'm very pedantic about yarn cutting in the middle of my project. Now, recently, you've probably seen me do it for wearables. And that's because I've jumped into a different size. I jumped up a little wider than I used to be when I was younger, right? And I haven't catered for the extra yarn for the next size up, which means I'm going to run out of yarn. So what I do, instead of cutting it there and having all this strand hanging off, a piece of strand hanging off, and it's throwing it in the bin, I literally go halfway down in a project. Only now I do that, but that's going to change again. If anything, I will add extra yarn. I will purchase extra yarn now for wearables, because how much weight can I lose? Although this week's a good week. So we'll talk about that in a minute, but this week's a good week. So if I'm not losing weight and I'm putting weight on, I have to purchase the yarn to adjust that size. Okay, so be careful when you're purchasing yarn. But I believe in winding yarn, yes. Even if I find a knot in the middle and I end up with, 3 or 4 different skeins because that one skein had a few knots, which shouldn't, but it can. It has happened many times before, right? I will literally know how much is there and I'll say, right, I'll use that for the ribbing because the ribbing only needs $20 20 grams or 80 grams or 100 grams. So I've got 100 grams there. I've got 80 grams there. So I'll know that's pretty much how much I'll need. So I'll use that for the ribbing. I'll use that one for the neck ribbing because I only need 50 grams again, or 80 grams, whatever it is you need for the size you're using. Now, I know that for a fact. However, if I use it for the ribbing, it gets halfway and it stops, I will literally change yarns there. But on an actual garment, for the inside of the garment, I don't like to change yarns in the middle. So I'm going to add extra yarn. I will always wind my yarn. And I say that because I've got the yarn winder here. I've got the large one here and a smaller one there. And that's the large one I had years ago. I bought with a friend. Both of us bought 2 for some deal they had online. I don't like it very much, but it does the job. And it cakes it quite nicely. In fact, I think it cakes those 200 gram skeins better than the small yarn winder cakes the 100 gram skeins. So I don't know. Anyway, I will always cake, yeah? And I will always do center pull. Anyway, moving right along, there was a lot to talk about. A lot of your cakes on your shelf are bullet skeins. Is that what they call it? Bullet skeins? I've never heard of that saying, Claptrap. Well, it worked, but I don't do violence even on my yarn. No, I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use it. I've never used it. I tried it once and I thought, oh, what am I? That's silly. I'm going to do to the yarn. Why am I doing that? Doesn't make sense. I don't think it works if the yarn is not wound tight. That's right. Like the ones you demonstrated with. That's correct. So when I use cotton, it always fails with center pull. I find I get a chunk out. It always, and I'm telling you now, always fails when I use the Bendigo cotton because it's a lot thinner. Cotton works differently as well. I find it in my imagination, but I think cotton sticks. Like it really sticks together. Whereas the wool, the fibers spread it out. Again, might be my imagination, but I think that's what happens. I'm going to have a drink. Cheers. All right. I wind mine several times unless it's stuck on the project. I wind it twice. Yes, if it's on the project, I don't touch it. Yeah, I do like to wind mine twice. Yes, but this is when I'm in a hurry. I just wind it once. As long as there's no knots in it, I just get desperate. I think I haven't got time for this. Nobody got time for that. That kind of thing. Yeah. There's a different question. What's the best way to knot when needed? Okay, Fluffs. Talk about that in a minute. Hi, Laura. You've come in at just a very late time. But anyway, can I say something for Christmas, please? Yes, you can, because I kept it open, the poll, because we didn't actually talk about projects to make people for Christmas, and I wanted that. So yes, you can, Laura. Yes. Sorry, I had to pop off for a minute. I've been seeing the flooding happening where Mum lives, so I wanted to check on her. Good on you. Well done, Middle. And so you should, yeah. Knotting projects. Now, you guys know I don't like to knot at the best of times. I really don't. I'm not keen on knotting. I'm keen on attaching the yarn one way, the other one goes the other, that kind of thing. But that's me. And if you can't do that, then do the magic knot, whatever it's called. It's not a magic knot. What's it called? Oh, I can't remember the name of it. I have done it on the channel once before. I'm happy to try it again, do a little short on it. If anybody's interested, there are two major ways of doing it that holds really well. Personally, I don't like either of them. I believe you can see the knot, but if you can work the knot out to have them knotted on the edge of your work, so when you crochet over it, you can't see that knot, then that's okay too. I believe in weaving in ends, claptrap, the reality has it. But there is the knot. I can't remember the name of it. I've done it on the channel once before, and it was a bit of fun, a bit of silliness. We created a washcloth, and I used that knot to knot the sides of the washcloth. Then I had a bit of fun with it at the end of the video and threw it in the washing machine and put it on the dryer, and I went outside and bashed it on the ground a few times. And we had a bit of a play just for fun to see if my knots held up. And because I don't knot, I'm not really good at doing them, but I still did them, and some of them they didn't come undone, they just fluffed a bit. So I personally don't like knots, so heads up. But you can use the different knots that you see everybody doing. Are you in a safe area, Middle? I hope she's safe. Yes, we pretty much think you are, because otherwise you'd say yourself. I'm using Mayflower 8/4 cotton, and some of them are created as center pull, with a starting tab saying enjoy discontinued, obviously, which is a shame because it's lovely to work with. I know, right? When I find something, I get so angry when they discontinue it. I live 3 hours away from her. Invisible join. Thank you, Sherry. That's the one. It's an invisible join. Yes, yes, yes. That is the one. There's 2 types of the invisible join. I know how to do them. I just can't remember the names of everything. My brain is no good. There's actually more than 2 types, but the 2 main types is the one where you use a sewing needle to go backward and forward, and then you pull it, and then you cut the sides. That's one way. That's the way I used on my washcloth. Then there's the other one where you hold the 2 together and you wrap your thread around a few times, pass it through here, and you pull it. That's one I haven't done on the channel. I want to try that one too. And I could try it and then do a small gauge swatch and have another one of those, Oh, actually, I even drove over it with the car a few times. I put it under the tire and reversed. I went forward and reversed. Yeah, it was a funny video. I can't remember what I did with it. I'll have to bring that out and show that part only, just for fun. It was a funny video because the first 25 minutes of the video was making the washcloth. So not many people knew that there was a funny bit coming at the end. That's something I just put at the end for fun. And I did some really silly things with that little tiny washcloth. And if it didn't come undone, there had to be something wrong with it. I bashed it a few times. I tossed it in the washing machine. I drove over it with a car, tossed it in the washing machine, put it in the dryer. I never put my crochet in the washing machine or the dryer. I tell a lie. I do pop the really cheap, little top. They're like little lacy tops that you put on top of t-shirts and things. I pop them in the washing machine, but not the dryer. Yeah, because they're made of cotton. Yeah. It took me a few times to get it. Oh, I'm lost now. Her area got 8 inches of rain yesterday. Oh my gosh, wow. Took me a few times to get it, says Sherry B. Yeah, it's not something I would use, yeah. Broom, broom, water time. Sweep it out, water time. If I have patience, I'll do the magic knot. If I don't, I just do regular knot. Tried the second one and couldn't get it. That's a bit confusing, the second one, to be fair. And we're buffering. Can people hear me? Cheers. Can you hear me? Laurie, you were supposed to give me what you wanted to give me for Christmas. I never heard back from you guys. Laurie, where is she? Has she said it? I don't know. Let's go back to Laurie's question. Here. Christmas star for the tree. Got it, Laurie. All right. So Christmas star for the tree. Someone's already told me that, but I'll pop it on pop your name on there too, Laurie. Here we go. So Laurie, Laurie, am I saying Laurie? Isn't it Laura? Where am I getting Laurie from? I'm pretty sure it's Laura. Where on earth am I getting Laurie from? I'm thinking Laurie. My brain is not working too well. Laura. It's Laura. Not Harry. Get it right, star. Okay, I'll pop that down. No buffering here, says Anna. Oh, thank you. Good now. Probably just me. Okay. Can you do a cross? Can I do a cross? We've done a cross for Easter once before. Okay. Well, let's see. Who said that? Was that Fluffster? Fluffs? A cross, maybe? I don't know. Again, it's popular demand, what people want. Yep. I'm contagious. I know, right, Laurie? I got you on the brain. Must be one of those new things. Did I do that noise right? Mary's got Laurie on the brain. I know, right, middle. On the brain. Laurie plastered right here. Laurie. Da, 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 da. I'll just go back to the Easters. Yes, there is one. It was it was way back. I don't know if I'll be doing a cross, to be fair. But yeah, go back to the Easter one. I can't even remember what I did for the Easter one. I did one for Easter. It was such a long time ago. Oh no, it would have been last year, wasn't it? I don't know. Wouldn't have a clue. Fluffs. It was so long ago. See how many tutorials I have? So all those people who want freebies, go and do them. There's so many out there. Okay, me find it. Just type in crochet cross and then put Wow Crochet Designs after it. And I've only done one, so it'll come up. I know I've only done one. I only do by popular demand. If people don't demand it, I don't do it. And sometimes I get people send me emails and they say, can I have this? Will you make this? And I pop it on a list and I go through that list. And to be fair, that video vlog is coming up this Friday and is going to have some more information about the list. Now, the list, as you know, has projects that we popped on there to say we didn't finish last year, but I think we've done all those, to be fair, and projects that we were supposed to create this year but haven't finished, which we are going to do. And don't worry, they'll be finished before Christmas. And then it'll have possibly new projects coming up. Well, it will, because it'll have the Christmas projects, the first lot of Christmas projects. And I'll also be talking about Halloween on this video. No, actually, I won't. I'll give Halloween its own video vlog. Yeah, it needs its own video vlog. Yeah, because I talk a lot about Halloween, yeah. I use the knot that looks like a figure 8 with both yarns. It makes a tight knot undetectable, crocheted, and you can cut the ends right by the knot without becoming undone. I'm not sure if that's the one I use, where I use a sewing needle and go through there. I used to use, I don't use it anymore. I go through the colour on one end, then I take it out, put the sewing needle on the other one, and go through the colour on the other end, like splitting the thread, and then I pull it, zzz, invisible joint. And then you've got the little tails there, and I just cut the tails on the end, and it doesn't come undone. When you give it a tug, it won't come undone. I can do it again on the channel if you like, as just a video on a couple of knots that I have used in the past. But to be fair, I do like weaving in ends. And I know people say, oh, how you like weaving? No, I don't like weaving in ends. I prefer to weave in the end rather than to make the knot. But that's just me. I remember the toilet holders. The toilet holders. Oh, we were supposed to make toilet holders. What's she talking about? I'm going to write that down. It's on the list, though. But I don't know how far down or into the list that it's on. So let's write that down. I bought the yarn for it too. Yes, you are right. And where is that yarn? Can I help you? I'm one of those fish that forgets everything. No, you're right. We were going to make one. Do you know what one friend said to me once? She said to me, that's not the reason why I haven't done it. The reason I haven't done it, I just haven't had time. She said, Mary, if you make a toilet holder, you've lost all my respect. So I said, okay, it was nice knowing you. What? That would be the Russian join. Thank you, Claptrap. You are correct. That would be that. That's the one I liked using. I think that was the best one. But you really have to get in close to cut that thread, or it still sticks out a little bit, yeah? And so she goes, you've lost all my respect. Well, see ya. I'm making one. It's just, to be fair, I've just forgotten. To be fair, I've forgotten about it. That's why I'm writing it down, because I have the yarn. It is here somewhere. And I bought, it's a very pretty yarn too. It's that beautiful chiffon yarn from memory, chiffon-y kind of yarn. And I think I even started playing with the pattern too, because I remember taking the yarn undone and it just collapsed on me. It's because of the way I used it. So we are going to do one. We will do one. Oh, I know the reason why I didn't. I remember now, I went to a toy store and I took the measurement. I cannot believe I did this, right? I took the measurement of the, this is funny just thinking about it, of the actual toilet roll. the height and the width of a toilet roll. The doll, I was going to put like a doll in there and make a big dress, that kind of thing. And every doll that I worked it with didn't have the height. It was either too high, it would fall over the toilet roll. So I didn't do that. We might just do a cover, just a cover with like a lid thing. That kind of thing. But I tried buying the doll. I was going to make a doll because my auntie, she did one for us. And the doll she used was perfect. And it would just sit like that on with her hands out like this. And it was wearing this dress. My auntie did it. It was years ago. I don't know where she got her doll from. She's since passed, so I can't even ask her. But I'm thinking I would love the doll with the dress that goes like, it would look beautiful. And do you think I can find one? None of them. Someone said to me, use a Cupid doll. So I typed up the word Cupid doll. I went into the store, checked out some Cupid dolls, which are very hard to find anyway. So it wasn't really a proper Cupid doll. And they were too tall again. So even the Barbie dolls, they're too tall, way too tall. So we'll see. In a tub, says Fluffy. Oh, in a tub. What? Was that to be used with the dolls? Yes, I bought the chiffon yarn to be used with the dolls. Yes. I remember you talking about that. Yes. Yeah, it took me a while, just ding, 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 trying to remember what happened, but definitely I was going to make one with the doll, yeah? You could crochet a doll. Huh. This is true. Would it hold? I suppose you can put the, have you ever seen people who put rods in their toys to keep them from falling over? They're like sticks, and you buy them in the craft stores, yeah? They're little rods, thin little rods, and you pop it inside the toy to keep it from falling over. So you could do that too. I could do that too. Got to go. Might be back. Might get back on if you're still here. Oh, and I probably won't be here. We've done an hour and a half already, so I probably won't be here. But lovely to have you here, Middle. Lovely to have you on. As you know, always lovely to have you here, darling. You know that, my little lefty here. All right. So do you mean covers or winding yarn around the tube and popping it on and pulling outside. It works better if you put a plastic lid at the bottom to reduce friction. What are we talking about now, Claptrap? Do you mean covers or winding yarn around the tube? I'm not sure what you mean, darling. I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah. So yes. Are you talking about the rods? The rods inside the toy? I've got hiccups. I always get hiccups when I'm on live. What is it with that? Cheers. I really do. It's one of those things, and I don't get them any other time. No, I do, but usually during the live. It's a nerve thing. Claptrap, thank you. I just meaning using the yarn without getting tangible in it. Tangling, tangles, tangles. All right. So yes, I am still going to make the toilet roll holder. It is a toilet roll holder thingy. I'm going to put the word roll. I keep forgetting to put that in there. For toilet paper, yeah, for sure. Tangled. Yeah, gotcha. I am going to make it. I bought the yarn and I just couldn't find the doll. Maybe we could just pop a round cover for now. We could just do that. And then I'll look for a doll and we can do that as well. Mary, you missed my comment about cutting Barbie's legs off. Oh, you know what? Maybe we can do that. They're really tall. Have you seen the Barbie dolls? Like she's, really thin, not normal, right? Not a normal body. It's like that. And then these legs are really long. They're too tall. I mentioned earlier that you can wind yarn around paper towel cardboard tube instead of the nostopene, then pop it on the paper towel holder. Oh, you could do that. You could do that. Yes. And yes, I don't know how that would work for me because, still spinning around. I don't know how it would work, but it is a good idea. Oh, thanks, Claptrap. That's a really good idea. But that's interesting to know. I do like to wind it the other way with a yarn winder and make sure I get a center pull. I believe it helps with tension. I really do. I think if you don't wind your yarn into some sort of cake or some sort of center pull, that yarn will, if it's a ball of yarn only, it'll bounce around everywhere and that changes the tension all the way through your work. I'm going to try that, Claptrap. Thank you. Yeah, look, they've got those other things out there, little spindle thingies that you can hang off and work like they're like that. And the yarn hangs there and then you work away and your yarn just keeps spinning when you need it. I don't know if you've ever seen them. It's like a stand. It looks like that. It looks like a shower recess. And the yarn hangs there. I use a toilet roll holder when we are clamping. Claptrap, do that. I do that for my chewing machines. Wendy, did you say achu? I did talk about knitting, actually, achu, in my previous tutorial, the Friday tutorial, only because of the stitch I've used to join those little squares. So very interesting. Wendy, probably a good idea, yes. I think that also, by the way, is a good idea when you are doing, don't say it, Mary, don't say it. Are you ready? Graph ganning. If you don't know what a graph gan is when you are creating a blanket, possibly a cushion, whatever, and you are using a picture to create it. So you are working with, 20 different threads, 80 different threads, 100 different threads, whatever it is that you're using, different colors to make your picture work. I tried to do the picture with a family member's portrait with a couple, and it didn't work for me. Only because I wanted to make it a picture frame, right? And when I popped the colors of the picture onto the board where they put the pixels on for me, the pixels that were put on were not small enough. So when you're creating it, you're losing all the image. To make it larger, you have to use a very thin yarn, or you would have to say, right, give me 200 stitches across, 200 stitches at the top. It turns out to be a blanket, but not so much a picture. So if I was to do it with the thinnest thread, it would work like a picture frame, but it would take me, I reckon, a year to do. So I try not to do Grafganning if I can help it. I only make Grafgans now for a family and friend. I used to charge $600-700 for Grafgans because the amount of hours that go into that is just astronomical. It's not normal crochet. Well, it is normal crochet, but it's using, like I said, 100 threads at a time. One row would take me 20 minutes or half an hour, depending on the threads. And then the count, you've got to get the count right. Every pixel is a stitch, and it just, woo, it's a lot of work. So I don't Grafgan, but yes, that would work well with Grafgans if you have so many there and you could just keep going, and then you turn over, you turn those things over. Oh, I do things. I've done things in the past, and so you don't tangle your yarn. So it does work, yes. And use that noise. It's so naughty. Meaning with air conditioning and a fireplace. Okay. Sorry, I was thinking of those upright holders. I don't think it's a problem with horizontal ones. Okay. Gina, don't forget internet service. I'm a little confused here. Oops. Okay. Intarsia, in the Archu lingo. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes. And actually, they use Intarsia for crochet as well. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. It's called the same thing. It's just more Intarsia in the Archu world. But it has been used. That name has been used for crochet. Grafgan. Yeah. Intarsia, Grafgan. People make, I say Grafgan, but it's actually people make cushions and pillows. I've done a cushion for a couple. They, the lady wanted a pillow with, she wanted me to make it for her partner, for her, right? And have a heart on it and just have the words. No, she didn't want the heart. She wanted just the words, her name and her husband's, her partner, boyfriend's name at the time. They've since married, across, and then the date that they met. And that's what I did. I started creating it with 8-ply DK weight, 3-weight yarn, and the pillow was this small. And the yarn came out this big, and I thought, oh gosh, what am I going to do to get all the numbers in correctly? I ended up having to use a 2-ply, or it's like a very thin cotton, the thinnest one you can find. That cushion was really tight, right? But it fit, and it was a little tiny bit shorter, and then I just did some border rounds on it. But it did come up nice, and I did a love heart. And it was all the writing and stuff was inside the love heart. But geez, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. I would never do it again. And I don't even know if I charged her. I don't think I charged her. I can't remember. But something like that, I would charge a customer a fortune for, because having to change it and then do it in the smaller thread, and then, having to spend hours doing what, forget it. Forget it. Oh, Camille. Hi, Camille. Oh, honey, you're late. We're going to go soon. Looks like my end is playing up. So take care. Oh, Fluffs, we'll see you soon. I'm actually on the way out too, to be fair. I don't get on with Tarsia. I can't hide the other yarn very well enough. Okay. Is anyone in the corner? Well, Bonnie was for saying something naughty, but otherwise, no. You should get in that corner, Camille. For being late. I just learned filet crochet and made a few table runners. Owl snowflakes, flowers, and shamrocks. Yes, I know. I love filet crochet. It's beautiful, isn't it? Camille, hi. Everyone's saying hello. I know, I'm sorry. I missed. I watched the replay. Well, we are on the way out, to be fair, but I will talk about real quickly once again, what we are doing this week. Going to be a short on Monday. We'll talk about that next week. Once you see the short, you'll work out why. There'll be a kiss lock person. If you didn't know this, guys, I do shorts for stitches that are coming up. So keep that in mind. Watch those shorts so you can see those stitches coming up. Short Monday, kiss lock purse final on Tuesday. And we're going to do Karen's colour combination for Live Antics on Thursday. Friday, we're doing a video vlog, which will talk all about our Christmas items. And next week, the week after, we're going to do a video vlog talking about Halloween. It needs its own video vlog, yeah? Can't wait to see the purse. I know, right? That's coming. It's a little bit away. Oh, no, the actual purse itself. Look, I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, oh, my gosh, is it going to work? It is. I'm thinking about the math here. Oh, that looks like 9. That looks like 12. What do I do? It is going to work because of the way it's designed. Okay, that bottom piece will be tighter than the rest. We'll work that out next week. Tuesday, get excited. Finish my top. Thank you so much. It fits great. I'm so glad, Camille. You have to watch the replay, Camille, so you can see Mary beating up the yarn. Oh, I did. I had a punch up with the yarn. You'll have to see that. Hugs all. I just okay. I will see everyone on Wednesday's live at 4 p.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Marry that up with your country. And don't forget, all these tutorials are coming this week. Don't forget to watch those shorts because they are stitches that are coming up. Get the practice in, guys, because some of the stitches can be a little challenging. I'm not saying anything else about that. I want to see everyone soon. My name is Mary. This is Crochet Designs, and I'll catch you all soon. Ciao for now. Try to be good. Bye all.